Hey everybody, and welcome to the wire wrap video tutorial number 3. In the first video I showed you the tools you're going to need. The second video I showed you the beginning wires you want to start with. And this video I'm going to show you guys how to do your first simple wrap. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's see what materials we're going to be using today. Alright, so here's the items we're going to be using today. We have our wire cutters, our mini needle nose pliers, and we're going to start with the 26 gauge dead soft wire. Okay, alright. Now for the stone today, we're going to use this nice clear quartz I have. It's about an 1.25 inches long, decently thick. These are very inexpensive, really good stones to start working with. A lot of people like the points. So let's go ahead and get started on this wrap. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take, kind of guesstimate how long you want this. I'm going to decently long. You want to go longer than shorter just in case you run out. Now I'm going to make the same size wire. Pull it through, and same size. So now I have two wires that are the same size. I'm going to squeeze them together and kind of do this to straighten them out a little bit. And now we got our starting wires. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to find the center, about right here. Okay, and there's going to be an opening right there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go a little bit off center over here. I'm going to squeeze these two ends together and kind of make a Y. Okay, so I'm squeezing the two ends, making sure these are apart. Now, I'm going to simply just twist them together, like so. Keeping these apart from each other, keeping that Y shape on the top. I'll do it probably 4 or 5 times. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Now I'm going to make a little opening, a little circular opening. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pinching the other end. Keep that shape. And this is what it's going to look like to start. Alright, so now we have this starter piece, little shape. Now, keep in mind this is a very, like, the most simple wire wrap you can do. Alright, so I'm going to take my crystal, and the end is going to go right here in this opening. So I'm going to press that in there, and I'm going to fold the sides, and then kind of squeeze that together. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take the opposite ends, these two opposite ends, and now they're going to go together. I'm going to cross them over at the point where I want them to be at, and I'm going to twist 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Press that to the side. Go over the other side, same thing. 2 opposite ends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I'm going to take these 2 opposite ends. 1, 2, I'm doing this real fast. 4, 5, other side. Obviously you can take your time, be a little cleaner, be more specific where you want the cross points to be. 4, 5. Alright, so we're at the point now where all the ends are pretty much at the top of the crystal. Okay, it is trapped in there. Boom, boom, boom. And then next we're going to go ahead and work on the bail. I'll explain what the bail is in a second. Alright, so next thing is the bail. The bail is the part at the very top of the pendant where the necklace actually goes through. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go to this end here, and I already crossed it over 5 times. I'm gonna continue that process quite a few times for as long as you want the bail to be. Some people like a long bail, some people like a short, fatter bail. We're gonna do a little medium one right in the middle. See, I'm doing this real quick, keeping the Y shape so you have a nice looking clean weave. I want to leave a little bit at the end there. It looks like we just gotta go a little farther. Alright, so now I got this big long piece. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over like this, make that little shape at the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in between the Y of this other one over here. Okay. And now while it's in between there, I'm going to weave these two over, just like I did all the other ones. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do it a bunch of times and go across the other side. Again, I'm trying to do this real fast so it's not a long video. Don't want you guys to get bored. Alright, just a little bit more. Take a look at it, see if it's, we want it to be just like the same size as the other one. That's almost it. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so now I'm taking it from this side over to this side. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to separate these again. I'm going to put them underneath of this wire right here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to pull it through. To where it's all the way down there. And to secure this, I'm going to wrap this around again. Pull it tight. Not too tight, you don't want to break it. Just be nice and easy with it. Same thing over here. Wrap it around. And now that's secure. Now, right now you have a functional pendant. Okay, you got the top. This is where you put your necklace in. It's gonna hold it. Okay, now these remaining wires you can cut off, or you can use them to add some little fancy work in there, maybe some swirls, whatever you like, to make your pendant more you. But just for today, I don't want to spend a bunch of time on it, so I'm going to cut it off. So let me get my wire cutters. Alright, so I got my wire cutters. I'm going to go ahead and cut these two ends off. I'm going to cut it real close. I'm going to take my little needle nose pliers and I'm going to close up these ends. You don't want them to poke you. So I'm going to kind of, as I squeeze, I'm kind of rotating it to get that nice circular. And this other side, it's not fully secure, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go under. I use this tool to help pull through. And I'm going to go under. pull that through. One more time. Don't pull it too tight, you don't want to rip it out of there. One more time over here. Alright, cut these ends off. I'll mess with these a little bit. Now you have your pendant. Alright, so that completes the pendant. It's about the simplest one you can do, but it works, and it's a good start. Now eventually we're going to get to stuff like this, but you're going to need a little bit more practice before you're ready for that. That's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys learned something today. The next video we're going to get a little bit more advanced, so I'll see you then.